We polled you guys on social media to share more real-life financial dilemmas and faux pas with friends and finances. And so today we're going to hear your case. As the judge and jury, we're going to share our thoughts. And if QR code gate is any indication, there might be some friendly debate among Rachel and I. Here are the listener submissions. Marie Matthew said, drove to Florida with a friend, 600 miles round trip, but they never offered to pay for gas.
Ooh, tacky.
Tacky. Now, I want to know the context. Like, they drove in, apparently, her car. She was driving, I assume, in her car.
I mean, 600 miles. I mean, yeah.
Was the trip for her? Were they helping her move?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to know the context in which they decided to go on this road trip.
You're like a Matlock.
Yeah, I'm getting
today.
to
Just really.
I prefer Wishbone and getting to the bottom of this case. Or Mary-Kate and Ashley, solving any crime by dinner time.
Yeah, you're very Mary-Kate right now, and Ashley.
So, overall, faux pas. Without knowing any more context.
All right, we got a Laura Jeremiah, and she said, bought an air fryer from a coworker, and he charged me an extra $5 just for bringing it into work for me.
What? Like a delivery fee?
If anything, it's like, thank you for taking my air fryer and buying it from me.
My guess is the next thing was like turn around the phone, like, hey, just going to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to tip me?
Asking for the tip on this air fryer.
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand. Did he explain it? He must have. And said, hey, it'll be an extra $5 since I brought it. Versus you driving to me and picking it up. You're going to work anyways.
Same place. Yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap right there.
Don't love that one. Here's one from Kyla Penner. Forgot to bring a bridal shower gift. 2 days later, she called me asking where I dropped off my card.
Oh, man.
This is giving some Bridezilla McKinsley energy with a GH.
McKinsley?
You know the type.
Oh, McKinsley. Calm down.
There's a lot going on here. So you forget to bring the gift.
Okay, now my question would be...
Did you actually get a gift?
Can I go devil's advocate on this one?
Sure.
What if Kayla said, oh, shoot, I forgot the gift. I'm so sorry. I'll drop it off later. Right? And makes up an excuse.
Hey, where'd you drop off the card?
And then, so if someone says that to me and then I don't see it, I could see a day where you're like, oh, hey, I just want to make sure I
didn't lose it or something.
That it didn't get blown away if you left it at the front door or did you, I don't know.
You are the Matlock of kindness and benefit
could
of the doubt.
Could there be that? Could there be that?
That's
You know what I will do? I will follow up on gifts nowadays, which is so great. Thank you, technology, that you can ship gifts to people directly.
Yep.
So for weddings or baby showers, and I do that a lot now. And if I don't hear from them, it's not that I need to thank you, but I do follow up a week later and I'm like, hey, did it come? I want to make sure you got it because I paid for it, making sure you actually got the gift. So I will do a follow-up text. I'm not looking for a thank you, but it's just
What is this is another built-in financial faux pas. Do you feel like it's a faux pas to not send a thank you after getting a gift for a baby shower, bridal, birthday?
Written cards, I don't get one and be like, oh, thank God they wrote me a card. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm very neutral to them. That was Winston and I's first fight. Did you know this? No. We were married for 8 days or whatever we were. And it was January, duck hunting season or whatever it was. And
I know it well.
And because I probably had a little Sharon, love you, Sharon, had a little Sharon in the back of my head that I'm like, I have to write all these thank you cards for our wedding. And we kind of had a big wedding. We
a lot of people. Not that I was invited.
And I was like, didn't know you, George, 15 years ago. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, I have to get these thank you cards out. And oh my gosh. And I was very overwhelmed. And I remember being like, Winston, will you help me? And he was like, oh, Carson invited me to go duck hunting this weekend.
Not Carson.
And I was like, what? And I cried. Y'all, I cried. I was like, is this what marriage is? Where
he's going to choose Carson over me.
We had to do everything. Oh, yeah, y'all. It was like a first, how do we, and you look back now, I'm like,
the audacity.
Dear God. I was like, Rachel, jeez.
I
felt like this made up expectation of a timeline. Number one. And number two, go hunt. I mean, it would be a different situation.
How could you choose duck hunting over writing thank you cards?
I know, right?
Wow, glad that's over.
But 2 weeks in, man, it's like I don't know what is
soul crushing.
Is this
second
our life?
guess everything?
Is this our life?
I'm glad you guys have made it 15 years now. Congrats.
Thank you.
Despite the incident.
So thank you cards, and I'm terrible at them. I'll say that. And my kids, I make the list at the birthday parties of who brought What gift? And do we send out thank you cards off that list?
I just think a text is enough. Like, hey, thanks so much for the gift. Love seeing you.
Me too.
Maybe say what the gift is if you want to go extra. But like writing a letter and mailing it,
I know.
it feels like
maybe
that's
a
lot.
wedding. Do you feel like a wedding and a shower maybe is a different level of...
There's a formality with weddings that I feel like is there.
There's something there.
So what's the takeaways here?
All right. So listen, some expenses are uncontrollable, right? They're going to happen, which is why you want to create margin with your money because things are going to come up that you may be like, oh, I need to chip in on the gift that's coming or whatever it may be that you don't realize. And so having a budget is so key. So if you have not done a budget, you guys, every dollar is the best tool to use. So you can actually do a free budget. We'll leave a link in the description, but make sure to do that because it gives you peace of mind when things do come up that you're like, oh yeah, I do actually need to Venmo someone or pay for this thing. You have the margin to do it.
And it gives you the margin to be generous. If you just want to spontaneously cover it and go, listen, it's not worth the relational transaction, awkward tension. Let's just cover it and be done. You can do that when you budget for it.
Yeah, I'd also say communicate, right? The road trip stuff on here, dinners out. Like if there's a thing, and if you're on a tight budget and you're like, nope, I'm not going to be paying for everyone's fillets, right? I'm not going to split a fillet with everyone. Then say it out loud and be okay with that.
And maybe
right?
don't plan to get filet mignon for everyone at your party.
Yeah, that's right too. Yeah, if you're throwing a party.
Make good decisions. And again, the communicating and setting the boundaries ahead of time is important. Don't do it on the back end and blindside people because that's not fair to them.
Yeah,
that's actually on you.
That's right. That's right. So good.
I learned a lot. Thank you for all your submissions. That was a lot of fun.
I know. So wonderful.